Welcome back to Reality Check Online Radio. My name is Fazloodien Abrahams, and we're sitting in studio on this lovely Sunday afternoon. If you've just joined us, we have two guests in studio today. It is Faizel and Ismail. Faizel, just give us a brief introduction again on you for the new listeners and viewers who joined us.
My name is Faizel Emjedi. I'm from Skarpkraal area, Ward 43, and I've recently joined a group of people from the CCC.
Just explain to me CCC. I'd like to say the full word out. What does CCC stand for?
It's the Cape Colored Congress.
Right.
It is a movement of concerned people. The concern is the conditions we're living in, the rights of our people that are not being granted, the fair and equal distribution of services, and I think one of the focal points is what's going to happen to our children. We are all parents. We are all concerned. We've gotten to this point in our lives through very difficult conditions. Some of us feel that we've made it. Some of us feel that we haven't made it. Some of us feel that we still need to go through the battle more. But we've gotten to this point. We are concerned about with the condition of things and the way things are getting worse and worse. Are our children going to make it to our point? And what's their condition going to be?
Right, thank you, Faizel. Ismail, over to you for the benefit of the listeners who's just joined us or the viewers who just joined us. Give us a brief synopsis of who you are and what we're doing here today, or your view on your contribution towards the show today.
I'm Ismail Barendien. I will be co-hosting the breakfast show on the Reality Check Online Radio. I'm an author, and what my contribution is, like with everybody else, I've come to the point where I've become very conscious of the problems we face as a colored community. I try my best to exact change. I feel like Fazil said that we need to set things in place so that our children will not face the inequalities that we are facing currently. For me, that is a very big point that I'm focused.
Thank you, Ismail. So to the listeners and viewers out there, again, as a reminder, my name is Fazloodien Abrahams, and you're listening to Reality Check Online Radio. Please, you are welcome to live stream the radio station on realitycheckradio.co.za, and also follow, share, and like our Facebook page, Reality Check Online Radio. Now, before the break, we spoke about many things. We spoke about the life of Ismail. He briefly touched on the benefits of having a cell phone in prison. But we want to tackle him on that. We want to say, how is it possible that you feel you should have a cell phone in prison? And he spoke about it, but on a more serious note, the question is, what is a deterrent that we can introduce as a substitute to the death penalty? And that is what we want to continue the conversation on as well. We had a brief discussion on that, right? I think we spoke about gender-based violence, we spoke about kidnapping and abductions, and we were about to speak about the fraud, cyberbullying, corruption, housebreaking, and so forth. But what we're going to do is we're going to just have a closing discussion on Reality Check Online, the future of Reality Check Online, and also the fact that we are asking people out there share, like, and also follow us. But we want to call on any potential presenters who want to serve as a presenter on a voluntary basis at this radio station, the online radio station. There are many slots and many type of programs that we want to broadcast through the station. So feel free to direct message us on our Facebook page. You could also WhatsApp me on 076 085 8471. For now, we will be getting a new WhatsApp number for the radio station, but in the meantime, feel free to use that WhatsApp number. So the future of Reality Check Online, what did you like from the station, Faizel? What did you like this station to be all about? What sort of topics would you like us to speak about? What sort of atmosphere would you like the radio station to be? And the narrative that you wanted to, if you were a listener.
I think that it needs to be community based. I think it needs to be focused on community upliftment, exposure to support one another in the community. It should be a platform where people from our community, like Brother Ismail, can have a platform to not just speak about the dark past coming into the light, but also about their creativity and their creative expression. Whether it's arts and crafts, whether it's poetry, whether it's music, whether anything creative, man. I think that the station should be a platform where our kids walking right outside here now in the street can come in and have something where they can explore themselves only as well. Express themselves and explore themselves. Like Brother Ismail was saying earlier, is that it took him so many years of going through so much darkness and difficulty, only to come and realize that he's actually an author. He's got a creative mind where he can express himself in so many different ways. So, like, this platform should be for any children that could possibly be heading for a dark future, for them to find this other channel and this outlet and this platform where they can discover themselves, their true selves, because nobody is inherent a bad guy. Nobody was born to be a gangster, or nobody was born to be a criminal. It is our society and our surroundings that influence us and push us towards those things. So I feel that this platform should be the push and the guidance towards the light, towards the goodness and the positivity of our community.
Thank you for that, Faisal. Yeah, just to touch on what you said now, I think it's amazing the words you used. It's it resonates with a rope of hope. It resonates with opportunity, and also enabling someone to become a pillar in society, and to say that we don't have to do this alone. The station will be the platform for people to come together and unite and support one another, enable each other to develop, to become productive members of society, and say, you know what, we're not going to wait for government to bring the change. We're going to make the change.
100%, yes.
Right.
We need to be the change. I think the reason for our condition in our society deteriorating so much is because we've been waiting for someone else to change it. So this is the time now, and this is what the Cape Colored Congress represents. It represents a movement of people that are tired of waiting for justice and equality and for positive change to come in our lives. We encourage and we invite anybody with a like-minded feeling or like-mind. If you are of the, if you are in the condition where you feel that your self needs to be uplifted, or your neighbor or your cousin or your brother needs to be uplifted, or the child needs to be uplifted, then you are of the Cape Colored Congress already.
Faisal, I want, as the interim chairperson of Ward 43, give us your telephone number so that if there's anyone who wants to become part of that branch and do what you're doing at the moment, please, they can then contact you. So give us your telephone number and your email address again, please.
Okay, so the telephone number is 084 818 7492. The email is cccward43 at gmail.co.za.
Is it at gmail.com, isn't it?
Yes, sorry.
At gmail.com. I know
correct,
that's
yeah.
the standard.
Yes,
Gmail
that's
address.
correct.
So repeat that for me, or let me repeat it. It is
CCC
ward43 at gmail.com.
gmail.com.
And the telephone number again?
084 818 7492.
Faisal, thank you for being on the show. I'm going to give Ismail some closing remarks, and then we'll end off the show. Ismail, what do you feel this radio station should be but also speak about you got some closing remarks on your show, and your contact details. Because we want artists to come forward. We want singers. We want poets. We want writers, dancers, everyone to come forward and make contact with you. Correct?
Yeah. The first thing that I'm looking at when it comes to this radio station is that we have become a community of fear. We are hostages held in our own homes. I feel that this platform should be used where people should openly discuss their fears, and people should be able to voice their opinions and also to give solutions to the problems that we have. Because I'm not a politician. To be honest with you, I'm not a politician. I like to talk about politics. I'm not affiliated when it comes to politics, but my thing is that we as the colored community, we need to answer the question that's always out there. The question is always, what allows evil to dictate our lives? And the answer is very simple, because the people are afraid to speak up. The more we speak up, the more we're gonna progress to the point where we are gonna stand up. And once we're gonna stand up, we're gonna fight against the evil that's keeping us hostage. I want this platform, number one, to be for that. Number two, I want us to promote and market each other. We've got so many vibrant businesses within Mitchell's Plain. We've got the Mitchell's Plain Business Hub. I want people to let us know, you know what, we're going to have an event there. We're going to do this on the weekend, so that we can have that togetherness at events like that and learn more about how we think and how we should incorporate ourselves into society as a community and not as individuals anymore. When it comes to artists, I spoke to a lot of artists. I told them Reality Chck Online Radio is going to become a reality very soon. And I already put it out there that, you know what, I would like you guys to be involved where your music gets played, where you come in and have an interview, because if Chris Brown walks through Mrs. Plain Town Center, it would come to a complete standstill, because everybody would be like, there's Chris Brown. But then I have guys like, what's his name? Teshwell Beecham. He's currently in Greece. He's been in Spain, Italy, all over the world. But people of Mitchell's Plain, that is your artists, they don't even know them. They've got Tough Nation, a dance crew. They represent South Africa up until the final round for inclusion into Olympics. You don't even hear about them. People don't even know these people. So that is what I want. This. I don't want this to be a negative thing. I want this radio station to bring also the positive messages that we have, so that people can see that we are so focused on all the bad things, who got shot, who got robbed, who got raped, that we forgot that there are so much positivity within our community, and I want that also to come to the fore. And I say, shukran, thank you for Reality Chck Online Radio giving me this opportunity not to sit here today and to give my opinions and my thoughts across, but also to make me a part of the team. I really appreciate that. Shukran.
Thank you, Ismail. Your contact details, how can people make contact with you? Those artists.
People that want to contact me, my name is Ismail Barendien. That is my name on Facebook, Ismail Barendien. You can search me, you can DM me there. My WhatsApp number is 069 235 4985. With me, leave a message. I try to distance myself a bit from my phone. Like I said earlier, it has become such a device that we forget about. We are living, we just want to live on their device. So I'm trying to distance myself, but believe me, everybody that knows me knows. Leave a message, I will get back to you as soon as possible.
Thank you both for being on the show, Faizel. We wish you all the best with World 43 in the Strandfontein area. I'm sure you'll get individuals who want to contribute towards the efforts of making change within the society there. Ismail, your approach towards the artists, uplifting and developing them further, I think it's going to be an amazing thing, and we'll see you more on radio in future. Sure. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, listeners and viewers, my name is Fazloodien Abrahams. You've been listening to Reality Chck Online. Just to give you a rundown and a reminder that we are looking for presenters who want to volunteer on the radio show, and we've got a schedule of every day there's an opportunity for a show to be broadcasting and play out live on the air. We are looking at time slots, preferably during, let's say, from 7 o'clock the morning right up until, let's say, 9 o'clock the evening. Each show having at least an hour or 2 or 3 hours on the show. During that, we would have breaks and we would have advertisers as well. This is just a pre-launch dry run that we are doing at the moment, or let's say a live that we're doing on the show. We've got our excellent. I want to say thank you to our production manager or director, George Felix, who's been sitting behind the scenes, behind the camera today. Next time you will see him in front of the camera, and I'm sure he'll be speaking a lot about what the radio station will be doing in the future, and more from a technical point of view. And his voice is much better than mine. So, George, thank you very much for being behind the scenes today and making sure that every technical aspect has been dealt with. We've had a great show. Our voices are heard clearly. The visual aspect is amazing. So yeah, listen, guys, please don't forget, share, like, and follow us on Reality Check Online Facebook page, and also feel free now and then to tune in and listen to the music that is being played out on the live stream, which is on our website, realitycheckradio.co.za. I'm your host and presenter Fazloodien Abrahams, and thank you for listening and watching us.